Light's kind of bright over there. Well, hey folks, welcome back once again to HarleyDayRider, your good old friend HDR, out here in the HDR garage. And today, I'm sure the title already gave it away, but you know, these are my top 6 items that you need if you're going to do over-the-road touring on your motorcycle. 6 items that you're going to need that a lot of these items on this list, a lot of people don't hit. So I'm going to go over all 6 of these items with you. And we're going to go ahead and get started with my first, number 1 favorite item on the motorcycle that you need. You absolutely need this for touring, is a driver's backrest. Now, I know a lot of guys out there take these off when you're going touring with your spouse. And the reason we do this is, a lot of times I'll do it also, is to give your spouse more room to move around in the back seat or on the back pillion, right? Now, what I would suggest, instead of doing that, they make a relocation kit for your tour pack, where you can relocate your tour pack about 1.5 inches. So you move that back, then you can have your driver's backrest. Folks, this is a must-have when you're doing long touring on your motorcycle. I've done it with and without, and man, I get off the bike after 500 miles, and without it, my back is killing me, man. Just absolutely agony. So 100% have a driver's backrest. If you need to give more room for your spouse on your back seat, like I said, get the relocation kit for the tour pack and move it back. And I believe that is sold by Karaoke. I think they have them. And I also seen them on Advent Black. So if you want to check their websites, they both sell them. They don't support the show in any way, but I'm gonna give them a shout out because I've been looking for tools to move that touring pack back. And like I said, it would be back 1.5 inches. So that's the number 1, is the driver's backrest. The second most important thing, and I'm going to show you these, absolutely critical to have on your motorcycle for when you're touring out there and taking long rides. Okay, we'll get up on here. I'll switch to the other camera now, and I'm going to show you this. Is highway pegs, guys. Highway pegs. It's the number 2 item on my list that you have to have for long touring on your motorcycle. And, I can't see anybody touring on a motorcycle without putting their feet up every now and then, kicking back, and just taking the miles in, man. Taking the road. It's just nice to move your legs around, because then you know what you don't get? Blood clots. Because if you ride 300-400 miles in one day and you don't stop properly, you're going to get some blood clots in your legs, and you're going to have a whole lot of problems going on there. So, all right, so that's the number 2 item again, is highway pegs. All right, let me get off the bike here. All right, now, let me grab a camera here. We're going to move some stuff around a little bit, and we're going to tell you the next part here. Let me see where this camera's pointing, and we'll see how we're doing here. Yeah, I think the camera's pointing okay here. We're going to try to go this way. Right here. I think that should be pretty good. Hopefully. Let me raise it up a little bit. Again, I'm sorry for the camera movements. I usually do a lot of editing and cutting with this, but as I told you, we're keeping it real today. So we'll pull this up here. Let me grab my other camera here. Okay, the next item that's an absolute must for you to have, and I'm going to show you with my GoPro also, is right here, guys. A cup holder, okay? You have to have a cup holder. When you're on those long rides, and even with the full face helmet on, put a straw in that baby. Get a little sip of water and stay hydrated. If you don't stay hydrated, you're obviously going to get dehydrated. What's going to happen? You're going to pass out off the bike and fall onto the ground, and bike's going to crash, and you're going to have a very, very bad day. So make sure you have a cup holder on your motorcycle. It's very, very important to have that. Okay, so that's the 3 items on the front. Okay, those 3 items I call my comfort items, and that's usually what people hit when they do this type of a video is, man, what keeps us comfortable? I'm going to talk about what's going to also give you a more enjoyable trip, okay, overall, and a safer trip, all right? Let's go back here. We're going to come back to the tour pack. I'm going to open up my tour pack here. Okay, The next thing is a bikini cover. Now this bikini cover I bought from Leather Accessories over in wherever I was. Anyway, you can find these things on Amazon. It's a touring motorcycle bikini cover. Harley Davidson sells them. I'll probably eventually buy the Harley one because it has a couple features I like. But this one has been doing us well. It was like 30 bucks. It's very, very nice. The idea of the bikini cover is, and believe me, you probably have done this before, folks. You go out, you know, you get to your hotel room or your campground. You go in, you relax all night. You come out, your bike is soaking wet, right? Just absolutely soaking wet, dripping wet. You got to wipe it off with a hotel towel or maybe your bath towel, and it's just nasty wet and it streaks. And when you have a bikini cover on, my friends, there is absolutely no water on your bike at all. Because even if it doesn't rain, you're going to get moisture on your bike at night, so cover her up. The next thing nobody seems to talk about is the kickstand plates. These are huge, very, very important. This one did come from, look, Harley Davidson right there. They're about, it might have a price on, look, it still has a price on the back of this one. How about that? $5.95, $5.95. These things are absolutely critical to have, especially if you go do any camping or you're parked at a rally and maybe you're in a grassy area. Man, throw this down and your bike doesn't sink in the mud. The one thing that I think is really critical on a motorcycle trip and when you're touring on your motorcycle that people don't talk about is their toolkit. Does nobody carry tools anymore? Is this the world of no more tools on a Harley? And I kind of built this kit up. So let's see here. Let's open this up. Maybe it was already open because, you know, I was out here working. But if you look at this toolkit, there you go. If you look at the toolkit, there's not much in there. There's a socket. There's a 5/8 socket. I carry a 1/2 inch. I carry all my wrenches. Let's see what else is in here. I carry some hexes, some stars. I do carry those on the bike with me. As I said, a screwdriver, a ratchet, some sockets, an extension. So just a few items, because you know what? And I'm not saying your Harley, I'm not saying Harleys break down any more than any. If I owned a Honda, I would have a toolkit on my Honda, or a Yamaha, or a Kawasaki. Always carry a toolkit. If you don't need it, maybe somebody's broke down alongside the road. You can pull off the side of the road, and maybe you can help them out. You can say, hey, bud, you know, you have a problem over there, I'll give you a hand, and help them out a little bit, because you have some basic tools that you can maybe get them back on the road again. So, you know, and I could probably go on and on and on. There's probably about 40 things you need on a motorcycle trip, but that is the top 6 items. And like I said, man, the bikini cover, the kickstand plate, and the toolkit, very critical. I carry those all the time. They never come off the bike. As I said again, the driver's backrest, very critical. If you have to move this back, remember you can get a relocation kit. Move your tour pack back 1.5 inches. It's not going to throw the weight of the bike off. Just move it back 1.5 inches. Give your loved one some more comfort, more room. You know, and I know a lot of times your loved one wants to, you know, lean up against, Miss Seychelles likes to lean up against me and hold onto my waist and, you know, and cuddle when you're going down the road, but this is critical. Unless you want to lay on their chest. Now you can lay back on your wife's chest, and that's also permissible. And the cup holder, and again the highway pegs. Okay? All right. Yeah, flip this camera around here. We're going to kill this video. Drop this camera back here, and come back over here. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what you carry on your motorcycles. If nothing else, the cup holder also doubles as a beer holder. But I don't know what you carry on your motorcycles. And these are the top 6 things that I always have with me. And like I said, I find it to be more comfortable. Myself and Mrs. HR so far on touring on the motorcycle, we probably have at least, I would say, and many of you have many more than this, probably 10 or 15,000 miles, maybe at least 10,000 miles of touring under our butts. So we do get around a lot on the bike. We do ride a lot, and I'm going to be doing some more videos on maybe touring and some thoughts about like different things you got to think about when you're out on the road. Because I know when we started, we tried to find YouTube videos from people, and we couldn't really find anything that was really good to help us. Now, we started years ago, back in like 2015 or so, we started touring on a bike. So we couldn't really find anything good. So I like to get some true information out there to you. From me, you know, you're a good old friend, HDR, the positive buddy that's going to help you through the day, let me tell you. So hopefully all these videos came out. I get back to the editor, I'll put them back together and edit them, and we'll see what it looks like. But yeah, 6 things, man, that you're going to want to be out there touring on your motorcycle. 6 very important things to make you not only comfortable, but you've seen with the toolkit safe, and you've seen with the bikini cover. Keep your bike nice, man. You know, the better you can keep your motorcycle, the drier, the more tuned up you can keep her, the more comfortable you're going to be on the road, because your bike's going to run, simply going to run. For you guys out there that have brand new bikes that think it's not going to break down, remember it's man-made. It's a man-made machine. Like I said, Yamaha, Honda, Suzuki, Kawasaki, Harley-Davidson, or Indian, they're all going to give you trouble at some point, so carry some tools with you. It's very important. Don't just keep them in the garage. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was informative, you know, and I'm not really sure what other videos are going to come out of the garage during the winter months here, but I hope to keep them to be informative, entertaining, and enjoyable. I do have some work to do on the motorcycle still this winter. I got some parts coming in. I'm just waiting, like everybody else. Everything's on back order. So I can start to get that done. I'm not sure if I'm going to film it, because I've told everybody on here millions of times, I'm not a mechanic. I'm a guy that owns a toolbox that doesn't mind tinkering. But I don't want to try to do something and you go, oh, that's how you do it, and it might have been wrong. But maybe I'll film it. Who knows? I mean, you know, it's good for me anyway for my long-term mechanical education to work on my own bikes. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Until next time, remember, ride your own ride, be safe out there. HarleyDayRider be down out in the beautiful HDR garage in southwestern Pennsylvania. Go have a beer, good day. Hope you're staying warm, and if it's snowing where you live, I guess you're stuck in your garage also. For you guys down south, oh man. You guys down south, just keep riding, you brothers. We do love you. See you, man. Take care. I'm out.